Hey fellow crypto enthusiast, welcome to today's quick trend analysis. Let's jump right into it. Looking at the Ethereum hourly time frame, the price moved down with around 1.9% in the last 24 hours, with a current price of 129. The volume was actually high, showing that this move was strong and the sellers are taking over. Moving to the simple moving average, or short SMA, it is calculated by summing up the close prices for a certain amount of candles and then dividing it by the number of the candles. We use usually the last 20, 50, 100 and 200 candles to calculate the different SMAs. The SMA lines could be used to determine if a trend is currently to the downside or upside. The SMA lines could also show support and resistance levels, and breaking one of them could signal trend to the corresponding direction. If we now look at the current hourly simple moving averages, the current price is between the 20 and the 100 SMA. If the price bounces off the 20 SMA, which is currently at 128, it could be seen as a support, and the 100 SMA that is at 132 could be seen as a resistance to the upside. Breaking either way signals a possible further move to the corresponding direction. Jumping to the Relative Strength Index, or short RSI, it is a momentum indicator that measures the internal strength of the price moves. The RSI is a bounded indicator and moves between 0 and 100. Typically when the RSI is above 70, the price is considered overbought and a pullback or consolidation could be expected. On the other hand, if the RSI is below 30, the price is assumed oversold. When we now look at the current hourly Relative Strength Index, the current hourly RSI is at 53, so there are currently no signs of the crypto being overbought or oversold. Jumping to the divergences, there are two types of divergences, bearish or negative divergence and a bullish or positive divergence. Bearish divergence is when the price is making a higher high while at the same time the indicator is making a lower high. This shows that the buyers are exhausted and a trend change could be expected soon. The same logic applies to the bullish divergence, where the price makes a lower low, but the indicator is making a higher low, showing that the sellers are exhausted. When we now look out for divergence in the hourly time frame, there was a bullish divergence and the price already went up. Jumping to the moving average convergence divergence, or short MACD, it uses two moving averages, usually the 12-period and the 26-period moving average, subtracted from each other to create a single line, the MACD line. Usually, a second line, the 9-period EMA, is used as a signal line. You should keep an eye out for these two lines crossing, which will indicate a trend change and trigger a signal to buy or sell in the respective direction. Now looking at the current hourly MACD, seeing as the MACD line is above the signal line, meaning that the trend is currently on the up. The MACD histogram shows that the momentum is currently strong and it could be expected the price to go further to the upside. Looking at the 3-hourly simple moving averages, the current price is between the 20 and the 50 SMA. If the price bounces off the 20 SMA, which is currently at 127, it could be seen as a support, and the 50 SMA that is at 136 could be seen as a resistance to the upside. Breaking either way signals a possible further move to the corresponding direction. Jumping to the 3-hourly Relative Strength Index, the current 3-hourly RSI is at 46, so there are currently no signs of the crypto being overbought or oversold. Jumping to the 3-hourly MACD, the MACD line is above the signal line, which shows that the current trend is on the upside. As we can see from the MACD histogram, the momentum is indecisive at this moment. This means that we can expect for the price to remain the same for some time, and you should wait and for the MACD line to cross the signal line. This will mean it's bearish. Looking at the daily simple moving averages, the current price is below all simple moving averages for this time interval, which looks bearish, and it is to watch if the closest SMA, the 20 SMA, will play as resistance or the price will break it to the upside above the current price of around 145. Jumping to the daily Relative Strength Index, currently, the daily RSI of 34 can be found in the lower region, meaning that the price is being more or less oversold and we can expect a comeback, or for the price at least to remain stable for some time. Looking at the daily MACD, the MACD line is below the signal line, which shows that the current trend is on the downside. The MACD histogram shows that the momentum is currently indecisive, so consolidation for some time or shifting the momentum could be expected, and it is to wait to see if the MACD line will cross the signal line, which will be bullish. Generally, the bigger time frames have a bigger impact on the price, so please keep that in mind when we show different time frames showing contrasting indicators. Also, the shorter time frames are only representative for the short-term trading. Thanks for watching, but you should know that trading with cryptocurrencies is very risky, and these videos are only an overview of what happens with the price and a pure technical analysis without considering the fundamentals. So you should read more and make your own investing decisions. See you.